We are. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Rach.
Rachel Schleeman on Insta. What up, my YouTubers? What's up, people?
I've never seen YouTube live.
Hey,
in
what
action.
is up? Here, I'm gonna get these settings right.
What's he gonna do?
Is that better?
That might be better.
I think that's better for our YouTubers. Hey,
out here.
YouTubers, we can't really see who you are unless you say what's up. So say what's up.
Oh, right there.
We got everybody
Hi,
joining
Sarah, Peyton.
on Instagram. This is awesome. We are in our third week in a row of this.
Third week of this.
So we got Clark, Sarah, Peyton. This is the part we call the shout outs.
The shout outs.
We got Mia, http.kingkenny. Is that Kenny? Is that the Kenny I think it is? We got Ricky Ciota. Peyton is somehow on both Instagram and YouTube. Very impressive. We got Dalen. What's up, Dalen? We got Nate. We got Noemi. Frida's on. Oh, man. You guys, how we doing? Victor, what's up? Eli, what's up?
You're so
They're
quick.
over here.
Where they at?
We're trying to here. This is what I want to do for you guys.
I'm being
Instagram.
A grandma, sorry.
Get ready to see the YouTube. Hey,
YouTube fam.
and YouTube, if you can see the Instagram, that's the Instagram
Everybody say
fam.
hi. Be
It's very
nice.
trippy. So what's up, guys? It is the third week
What is the
of
date today?
quarantine.
March 29th.
It honestly doesn't feel like a Sunday to me. It feels more like a Tuesday
Just another
afternoon,
chill day.
and I couldn't tell you why. But how are we doing? How have you guys been? Second week in quarantine. Let's hear it.
What's the vibe?
What's the vibe?
Has it been
If you could
good?
describe
boring?
the vibe in one word,
One word.
I
vibe?
want you to describe your vibe in one
Kenny's
word.
bored.
Ready, set, go. Kenny's word is bored.
I feel like the older you get, the less bored you are in general. I remember being so
I'm still pretty bored.
when I was in high school. You are.
I'm pretty bored.
Am I boring you?
Everybody seems bored.
Oh,
Why are you
guys.
guys all so bored? Yo, we should hang out more, shouldn't we then? Yo, if we're all bored, we should hang out more, yeah? Decently bored. Okay. Yeah, what about some emojis? Let's see some emojis
One
to describe
emoji
how
to
you're
describe.
feeling. Eli's vibing. Corey is quarantined. Quarantine Corey. We got the quarantine Clarks over here. Yeah. That's the vibe. Yeah. Hey, okay.
Nice, guys.
Kenny's emojis.
Burger.
Yeah. Burger.
Oh, okay.
Dalen's.
Next question is, what is your guys' number one snack right now? What
Yes.
snack is keeping you alive
Yo,
during this time? Will's
what's
going
the
to show you
quarantine
his.
snack? This is mine
For
right here.
sure, Annie's fruit snack.
Annie's organic fruit snacks. These schmack.
I say
Schmack or slap.
mine would have to
Slap or
be
snack.
Trader
Is it slap or
Joe's.
snack?
Trader Joe's white cheddar corn puffs.
Cheese
If
puff.
you guys have never tried these before,
Check.
gotta go get them. Only at Trader Joe's.
Nice.
Raspberries, healthy.
Raspberries, wow.
Nice. Any other healthy?
Mine are
snacks?
raspberry flavored
Cereal.
gummies.
Cereal hits different.
We got. What about our YouTubers? What snacks you vibing to right now?
Look at his arm. He went through my. Popcorn.
Popcorn, chips. Okay.
Will makes homemade popcorn.
I make
over the
homemade
stove.
popcorn, and she does not like it when I
Rice
make
cakes.
popcorn.
No,
for
it's
some
all
reason.
It's all greasy.
Fig bars, Corey. Fig bars.
Oh, he must have run out of snacks. If you eat big bars.
Anybody else vibing on the fig
Chips,
bars?
Mixed nuts. Nice.
You guys are a healthy bunch.
Protein. No, I'm eating rice cakes.
Rice
It's
cakes for
healthy.
days. I do like rice cakes. I won't lie. Well, I'm
Cookies.
glad. I've missed you guys, and I hope that it has been a restful week.
Mhm.
Not too restful, but no, I just hope that you guys have been staying somewhat busy, staying connected
Cosmic
to the people
brownies.
that you love. Cosmic brownies. Oh, bring them
Those
back.
are dangerous.
Wait,
It's
I
like
think
5 sprinkles on each one.
right before we went in quarantine, I think Girl Scout cookies were being sold.
Yeah.
Anybody
Girls
snag some
wrestling cookies.
Girl Scout cookies before quarantine? Anybody?
We missed out on those big time.
Yeah, we missed out. Samoas for days.
Thin Mints.
Ryan and Jason both like fig bars. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a fig bar. But Kingpin Kenny snagged some
Wrens, yes.
Yeah.
Those are the peanut butter
He
ones,
snagged
right?
some Girl Scout cookies. Samoas, Ricky. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Great. Snacks are vital.
That's
They
important.
are vital to your everyday walk in quarantine. Okay, what about some other quarantine things? If you could only use 3 things in quarantine, what are your top 3 items right now?
Like to entertain yourself?
To just survive.
To survive.
And I'm going to say that phone and computer can't be an option.
If you didn't have a phone or
What are your
computer.
top 3 items?
Phone, iPad, charger.
Top 3 items.
Mine would be a good book.
And I'm seeing this Tim Tams. What are Tim Tams?
Oh, I think it's Australia. Well, they have them in Australia, but right? Are they Australian? I feel like I've seen them in a video before.
Okay.
It's like a wafer type.
Peyton said phone, iPad, charger. I don't think.
She said that before your qualifications.
She said it before my qualifications, yeah. And then she said, oops.
Toilet.
Delicious
toilet paper. Bible.
Thank you, Mer_face.
Corey kept it real. He's actually thinking about it.
TP, and Bible. I guess, yeah. Toilet and TP kind of go hand in hand.
No. It's 2 different things.
I mean, you need one for the other? No, I guess not. I would need. Well, get out of here, Kenny.
He stole my answer.
Daniela, what's up?
Xbox,
shout out Daniela. Daniela, our question right now is: what are your top 3 items that you need to survive in quarantine without phone or laptop?
We got a lot of basketball related.
Bible, music, my dog. Yes.
Oh, I wish I had a dog.
Food, workout gear, and the word. Amen. Chris Lawrence. Bible at least. Hey, that's all he needs. That's all Amos needs is a Bible. He doesn't need anything else.
You don't even need to keep thinking about it.
Victor needs his PS4.
Cats, fridge.
We have a Wii. We have a Wii, and we have 2 games on the Wii, or 3 games.
Yeah, 2 or 3 games.
3 games.
We barely play it.
Yeah, we haven't. I don't think we've played Wii Sports, and I love that game.
I've been craving Animal Crossing lately. Any Animal Crossing fans? I don't
Animal
have
Crossing.
it though.
Sub Xbox for dogs. So wait, Subway?
Like a sub sandwich?
Sub sandwich. Ricky needs a sub sandwich and Xbox for dogs. Like 4 dogs, Ricky, or for your dog? Marty Rowan, what's up? This is the shout out portion. What is up? We is lit. Thank you, Victor. Thank you. We is lit. We actually registered, which means we asked as a wedding gift. We put
it on our wish list.
Yeah.
We put a Wii.
We asked for a Wii.
Someone got it for us.
But then looking back now, I'm like, why didn't we ask for a Switch?
Because we wanted to be retro.
We wanted to be retro. And
we wanted to be old school about it, and now we regret it.
But
just kidding.
Wii wins.
Wii is just so good to have.
I can remember the days. Yeah, where I would just spend hours playing Mario Kart, racing robots or computers. And I would set the records and unlock all the. Man, I love the Wii so much.
Yeah. Mario Party, WarioWare. Okay.
You guys cute. No cap. Thanks, Kenny.
Okay, someone's got to tell me, what does no cap mean?
No cap means no lying, right?
Oh,
hey,
okay.
No capping out here. No capping out here. Jenga, my brother, to play those games. Okay. Sarah G. Yeah. She needs Jenga. Jenga's a great game. So, you guys.
Oh, can I say something?
Yes.
I just got a notification that my red velvet cookies are ready.
Oh, what game?
And here's what I mean. This is my game of the week. It's called Bakery Story. It's an app. It's been there for years. Yeah. And you run your own bakery. You can put stuff in the oven. You can make coffee. And like it's real time. Like I put these in the oven 3 hours ago and they're finally ready. So let me just put some cream on them. Put them out on the counter. There we go. My customers are happy. Add me.
She's addicted. She's addicted to this.
If you get
game.
it, add me because I need more.
You hear all these like notifications.
Oh, Frida used to play Bakery Story. The music.
And she's like, "Oh, my cupcakes are ready." Oh.
And Will's like, "We got cookies." I'm like, "No, it's my phone."
He's like, "Oh, the cookies are ready. We're cooking cookies." Yeah.
Sorry, not real.
So, yeah, I don't have a go-to game right now, but you guys, thank you for all of your things because this is gonna help me realize what I need to start doing. So apparently, I need to start eating Tim Tams, right?
Yeah.
Tim Tams, and I need to play some PS4 some more. Apparently, Chris says Sims. Oh no. He says the game is like Sims. That's what he says.
Not really. You can't control people. Sadly.
Can't control people. Sorry, Chris.
Sims can control everybody.
Yeah. So thank you guys for all of your suggestions. And we just want to hear how you guys are doing, what's keeping you alive. Hey, also, are you guys reading anything? Like reading any books? Are you reading any scripture that we should all be reading? Are you reading anything that's really just like sticking out to you? Because let's be honest, a lot of us have a lot of time to read, and we may or may not be reading. And I gotta say, I am not a big reader, but this time has forced me to read a little bit, and I've just been pushing myself, so I'm trying. Peyton says, I'm reading Ordinary People for school. I've never heard of that either. Oh, and Zeke finally explained what Tim Tams are. They're an Australian biscuit. Zeke is from the land of Australia. I think someone said they're sold at Target,
so we might be able to find them.
Ricky said he sold his books. Ricky, come on.
Get him back.
Chris is reading Romans.
Victor's reading One Piece. I haven't heard of that either.
Kenny says, to be honest, right now, the only thing I'm reading is TikTok posts and my homework. Come on, Kenny.
You need a little more.
There's more. There's more out there than TikTok posts. And can you even say you're reading TikTok posts? No.
Is that
you're
really
watching them.
Adding brain cells?
Come on. You got to read, not watch. Sarah G is reading Isaiah 12, verse 2. I'm going to look that up. Isaiah 12, verse 2. So you got.
Clark is in Genesis. Corey's reading a book called Kingdom Man by Tony Evans.
Who's E exclamation point?
My theory is that's Edward. Am I right?
That's Edward.
Is that Edward?
E exclamation point. Is that
YouTube?
You? Is that Edward? Oh, Kenny says the subtitle is reading. That's where his eyes go. Okay.
I've got my book right here. It's called Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. I'm reading it with my small group right now, my adult women's small group. And it's really good. He just talks about what Christianity is, basically giving an argument, why it's true, why Jesus is the truth. And it's really good. If you've got like atheists in your life, maybe in your family or friends at school that like to debate about faith and Christianity, that's a really good book to read just to kind of build up your foundation of faith. Good arguments, good logic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good book.
Yeah. I have not read that yet. I don't know if I've read any C.S. Lewis. I know it's crazy. I should. I think The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That was by C.S. Lewis.
He also wrote Narnia, the Narnia series.
So I did.
He wrote a long time ago, though. I don't even remember.
It's called Mere Christianity.
So his writing is kind of like Old English. He's from England, so it's a little hard to understand, but it's good.
JD said he's reading Joshua with his family. Awesome. And Sarah G, she said she's reading Isaiah 12:2. So I just wanted to open to Isaiah 12:2. Thanks for sharing that, Sarah. And this is what it says. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and will not be afraid, for the Lord God is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. That's Amen. Awesome. That's awesome.
That's a good one to memorize right now.
Yeah. Hey, challenge.
Isaiah 12:2.
Isaiah 12:2. I love that. Thank you, Sarah. And so, you guys, I'm glad you're reading a little bit. I'm glad you're filling your brains with something other than TikToks. Sorry, Kenny. But you guys, I want you to like just make sure that in this time that like content is all around you, right? Content is on your phones, content is in the books that you're reading, content is in the news that you're watching. And so we're each filling our heads with stuff each day. And now more than ever, we have more time to do that. So like the content, the stuff that's out there that we're putting in our heads, it's important to be mindful of what we're putting in our heads. And we wanted to share some of the music that we're loving, and that we actually had a concert that we were supposed to go to.
Like
I think
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Got you tickets for your birthday.
Yeah, but it got canceled. Of course. And so we just wanted to like share some of the music with you, because music is huge. Music plays a big part in each of our lives, I'm sure. And like I love music. I play drums, and a lot of the lyrics and just the sounds, like they come, I mean, they fill our brains, and it matters what we're putting in there. So some of the musicians, we wrote a list down.
Top 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Our favorite.
Should we start with our top 1?
Let's save that for
Let's save it for the last. Okay. So I'll start with the concert guy here. We'll pull him up on Spotify.
Oh yeah, I got it.
And we'll show you. So the guy that we were supposed to go see, his name is Chris Renzema. All right, Chris Renzema.
He's a Christian artist.
Peyton just said she was supposed to go see Billie Eilish.
Ooh,
I didn't know that was canceled.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Peyton. But yeah, Chris Renzema. So he's like a folky, like folk music, and then make sure the YouTubers can see it.
I'm sorry, guys. I should not discriminate.
Yeah, Chris Renzema. He's like folk music. So I don't know how much of us like folk music. Folk is kind of like country music, and then also a little bit of like rock music.
Like indie.
It's like indie. Yeah. It's a style of worship. Is Chris. He focuses on worship. He sings some really good like lyrical songs. It's not like the worship.
Great at writing.
Yeah, it's not the worship we would really listen to in church. It's more like from the depths of his soul. He's just like singing out these songs to God. Chris Renzema. He's a really cool artist, and I would suggest if you like folk type music, I think you'd like him. Mm-hmm. So Chris Renzema,
first one.
Cool guy. The next guy, his name is Phil J. Phil J, he's my dude.
Tell him about Phil J.
He's like, I don't know if that's backwards or.
Sorry, it's the best we could do.
That's okay. Yeah, Phil J. It's pretty simple. Look him up on Spotify, Apple Music.
Heard of him?
Yeah, if you've heard of him, I mean, let us know. He's a really cool guy.
We got a request for you to sing a couple lines.
Sing a couple lines? Oh, goodness. I don't think
Maybe
I can.
Maybe at the end.
Yeah. So, yeah, Phil's awesome. He's like a hip-hop R&B type artist, and a Christian guy again. But again, like just songs straight from his heart. He talks a lot about like relationships and like finding a godly woman. So he makes it fun.
Should we give him a little snippet?
Yeah, give him a snippet.
We got our speaker going. Which song?
Let's do
What's your favorite, Will?
Better Days is good. Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can hear it. We got on the
That's Phil J. Sorry, Corey, I can't sing.
You gotta sing.
I can't. I don't know all the words. But that's Phil J. Yeah, you could listen to this a little bit. He's vibey. He's good. He's a good vibe. He got sick beats. That's right, Kenny.
Hopefully we don't
give him a listen.
Flagged for copyright right now.
Yeah.
Let's move on quick. Let's
go. Okay, so that's Phil J. The next couple of guys, this guy, Jon Ogden. Jon Ogden is legit. He's like this guy from Britain, and he's all about creativity and Christianity. And like sometimes we see like Kanye, right? We're like Kanye, he's like one of the most creative people in this world. And thankfully now he is a Christian, which is great. And then we see like Christians and music and everything, Christian music, worship, and we're like, why can't they be more creative? Like, I don't know if any of you guys have thought that, but that's like a common thought. And this guy, Jon Ogden, he does a great job of like bridging that gap. He's got really cool beats again, cool music, straight from his heart. Jon Ogden.
And he's part of a different band too, right?
Yeah. Did
you
Rivers and Robots. Rivers and Robots is another project.
Just put that up.
Yeah.
Rivers and Robots. That's a really sweet band too.
So yeah, these are some of our favorite artists. And then we're gonna list off our favorite, our absolute favorite.
Our number one favorite artist. I guess for me and you as a
together.
couple, this is our number one.
This is our favorite artist.
You guys are probably, maybe some of you have heard of it. King's Kaleidoscope.
King's Kaleidoscope, also known as King K. King's K.
King's K.
Yeah. Just like the most unique, like, but still really catchy music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of it is Christian. Most of it, talks about his faith in God and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me just get some.
He like features a bunch of other artists too, like whether it's Andy Mineo or Propaganda, if you guys have ever heard of those guys, some Christian rappers. So they like every album they do is like just a new sound. It's like so cool.
He uses like trumpets. He uses like an orchestra. Like he's just so creative. There's something we want to show you. It's a poster that's hung up on our wall. It's gonna be different.
They can't really see.
This poster right here. Can I bring Instagram over there?
Yeah, bring them over. Let
me switch you guys.
So you guys can see it on YouTube.
Holy
Righteous
Ratchet Squad.
So
that is one of their lyrics in their
song.
Song.
Holy Righteous Ratchet Squad. We love that lyric.
Because that's what we are, man. We're the army of God. We're a holy righteous ratchet
we are
squad.
Holy because of Jesus.
Would you
righteous
agree?
Because of Jesus. Ratchet
because of this world and because of sin.
Yeah.
But
and we're all a squad
we're a
together.
Squad by the blood.
Those are our bands. That's the people we would suggest that you give a listen. Let us know some artists that you think we should listen to too. Emma, giving those praise hands. Amen. Holy Righteous Ratchet Squad. That's right. And we're a squad. City Line Students squad. Come on.
Perfect transition. What's next, Will?
What's next? Hey, we wanted to give you guys an opportunity. Frida, they are called, got your pen? King's Kaleidoscope. As in
like that thing that you look through? I know it's backwards, but maybe this helps.
King's Kaleidoscope. And hey, we can post these to our Instagram too in the story. We'll post these in the Instagram story for you to go give them a listen. Okay? Cool. All right, where were we? So we wanted to give you guys a chance. We've been able to join every single week since we've been quarantined. On Sunday night, we've been able to do this. And this gives us an opportunity that we might not usually have if we were hanging out like we usually do.
In person.
So we wanted to give you guys a chance to ask us anything. Ask us anything right now. We're going to set aside like 5-10 minutes for you to just ask questions. It could be about anything. So it could be about snacks, or it could be about what we do in our free time. It could be about how we met. It could be about our walk with the Lord. It could be about morning routines.
Faith, marriage, life, relationship.
Ricky says, when will church be back on?
Good question. While you're answering, I'm gonna write down the artist that we just mentioned in the comments.
Ricky, we don't know for sure when church will be back on. And like right now we hear that there's like, I think for schools, the date right now is April 21st for CPS, and similar to that for like the suburban school. So like that's a school thing. Right now we're just all on shelter. What's it called? Shelter in place.
Shelter in place.
So we don't know. We're just praying and asking that the Lord would kind of like break down the walls so that we can all go hang out again. But that's a good question. King Kenny, he asked how to be okay after a breakup.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. You want to start or me?
Well, I've never been through a bad breakup before. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I have the experience to answer this question.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts?
I honestly, I I have not been through a bad breakup or breakup in general. I know that I've hurt. When I was almost about to date somebody, I know that I had hurt somebody, and like what I heard from that, what I heard after the fact was like, obviously I could have handled things better, but a lot of it was like closure too, in a sense. Like the person that was hurt, and me too, I needed it too without even knowing that there had to be some conversations after the fact, that like just went through a little bit of what happened for closure's sake, to make sure that that chapter was like closed properly, and that that there was forgiveness there. So Kenny, that's a good question. I think like in the times where we're really hurting, we know that we just want to like be able to examine our hearts. Well, why is it hurting so bad? Where can I bring this hurt? And knowing that you can bring it to the Lord, and like just like work it out with the Lord there too. Like you don't have to act like you're okay. You don't have to act like like it was all your fault either. I mean, depending on the situation, like I just want you to be as honest with yourself as possible in those times of heartache. And so
yeah, you can bring your anger to the Lord. You can bring your frustration. You don't have to be polished or all put together, because
exactly,
we all go through stuff.
Yes, sir. So yeah, and knowing that like the Lord is he opens and closes doors for his purpose. He opens and closes doors for his glory. And so like being able to move on from that, knowing that, okay, God, like I'm going to trust that this is your timing. I'm going to trust that this is what you want to happen. So that's how to be okay. It's hard. It's hard to work through stuff like that.
Yeah.
So more questions. I see. Okay. Zeke Felipe says, "Is this Student Min?"
Somebody over on YouTube also asked that.
This is Student Min.
Student Ministry right
this
here,
is
right
it,
now.
right here, right now. And then I see Chris Lawrence asks, "Are y'all Chips Ahoy people or Oreo people?"
Oh.
I'm gonna say Chips Ahoy.
I was gonna say Oreo.
I changed my answer.
Never had Chips Ahoy in this house.
We're Oreo people. I think right in this moment I would eat.
He's craving
Chips Ahoy. Yeah.
All right. So. How does a typical Sunday go when it comes to City Line students? So back
Dalen, good question.
Back in the day, a month ago, we were meeting at church.
So
how did it go?
It would normally, and you guys can help Dalen understand this too. What would we normally do? So we love hanging out on Sunday nights from 5 to 7. Normally you come and we're either playing basketball or talking, hanging out with our leaders, playing games, like board games. What else do we do? We
got music going.
Yeah, so that's the beginning. Just hanging out, chilling, catching up, seeing what's good, seeing what's bad. And so that's the beginning. And then from there, we bring everybody into the sanctuary. And this is where it gets rowdy. Everybody gets crazy. We play some games. We say what's up. We give away like some prizes for games. And we usually sing happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is, either the prior week or the following week. And it's a good time. So, and then from there we go to worship, and we go to teaching and hearing from God's word, and then we do small groups.
Break out into small group with
that's what we love.
With your grade.
So Dalen, you are a sophomore boy. So we're gonna connect you with my dude Chris Lawrence, who's on YouTube right now. I'll connect you with Chris. He is our sophomore guys leaders. And then we got a question from Josh.
Question. He says, "Do you feel any different? It could be your relationship with God or schedule." Okay, so I think you're talking about, do we feel like what's different right now in this time of quarantine? Do we feel any different? Is our relationship with God different, or our routine, or what's going on?
Good question.
For me, I don't feel too much different because I'm not going to school, and I have a job, but I work from home. So everything I was doing was kind of from home anyway. And I kind of like it that way, but I guess it's weird not having plans. Like our calendar is just clear. Like we're not going out to meet with anybody. We're not even getting in the car to go to church. Usually we go to, church on Saturday and Sunday, and then student ministry. So I think what feels different is that life just feels very quiet right now and like very slow. And that can be really good to slow our lives down, to slow our hearts down. But it can also feel kind of weird.
Yeah, it feels weird for me. It feels really weird for me. And I would say because I thrive off of just like being around people, and sometimes to a fault. Like sometimes I look to people a little bit too much to like just, like whether it's looking for approval from people or looking to just like fill my time and not want to like really focus internally on myself. So I'll look to people to hang out with and distract a little bit. So Josh, that's a great question, because this time has really challenged me to like look inside, like look internally into my own life a little bit, because I've been forced kind of to do that rather than looking out. Because
you're not distracted by anything.
I'm not distracted. Exactly.
So you're forced to just look at yourself.
Exactly. So it's been it has been hard, but like it's been, I think the Lord's been teaching me a lot about like just who He really is and who He needs to be in my life, and He needs to be a lot bigger than I make Him.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been learning, bro. Thank you for asking that question.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we got Clayton. Is that? Oh, Clayton!
Our buddy Clayton joined in.
What's up,
Clayton?
Clayton, you here? Is he here? I hope he's here.
Well, we're not. We kind of scrolled up in the comments. Okay, I think here's our next question. What does your daily routine look like now because of quarantine? Okay, let's think about this. So, like, let's talk about a weekday. So we still wake up kind of early, like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
We wake up because we both want to start our work.
She's a morning person.
It just takes him a little bit longer to get up. First thing we do is we make some coffee. Okay, we have coffee every morning. Will usually takes care of the coffee.
That's right.
Just get ourselves ready a little bit. Put on a comfy outfit. No jeans during quarantine. I'm sorry.
Sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
I've worn these sweatpants probably for like 6 days straight.
And I borrowed some of Will's sweatpants because I'm running out. And then we sit at our table with our laptops open right around. We like to start work around like 9 a.m. Will is working on some stuff for church, and I'm working on some stuff. I edit videos. That's my job right now. And we just chug away, and we'll take a break to go make a sandwich in the fridge for lunch or something, and we'll keep plugging away, and then we will wrap up our work around 5 o'clock, start cooking dinner. Sometimes we run to the grocery store really quick to go get a few ingredients. Obviously, when we come back, we wash our hands and everything. We cook a nice dinner together. Will is my sous chef. That means like assistant chef, basically.
Yeah.
I tell him to chop stuff, and he takes care of it. And we cook a nice dinner, and we eat the dinner. And then in the evening for our free time, we maybe watch a movie or some YouTube videos that we like, or we read, or we do a puzzle. We just finished a puzzle recently. Now's the time to get a puzzle. It's actually really fun if you haven't done one in a long time. And then what's our bedtime? Like 10:30? And then we're tired and we go to bed like 10:30 and then start it all over again.
Yeah.
So that's our basic quarantine routine.
Yeah. That's a great question, Frida. All right. One more question. And this is what I see. Okay. So this is from Nina on YouTube. What's the most extreme thing you've seen / heard happen because of Corona? Oh, wow. Okay. I've heard, well, it's public news at this point, and I think it's very extreme. The Summer Olympics got canceled.
Oh, yeah.
That's like
they
crazy.
They never canceled the Olympics.
Or it got canceled this year. It got postponed to next year. So
postponed.
Yeah. So that's pretty extreme. Also, we were in the store maybe a couple weeks ago before the shutdown, like before the shelter in place, and we were looking for our puzzle to buy
we're gonna go buy our
and
puzzle.
so we were in an aisle, and this lady, she's like in the aisle with us, like looking at puzzles. She's like a good 10 feet away, and I'm just like not even thinking, but I'm like walking towards her to look at more puzzles in the aisle, and all of a sudden she's backing away, and like I didn't realize I was kind of like invading her like 6-foot bubble. And so that was pretty extreme. I was like, oh dang, this is just not normal. So yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's a few things that come to mind. I mean, I guess something on a serious note. I was talking to a friend who his wife works in a hospital. She's a nurse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying how like the hospital is so busy right now and so crazy because so many people, when they get sick or they even feel a little sick, they're like paranoid that they have corona. So they go to the hospital to get tested. And some of the problem is that like the hospital is so flooded with people that just think they have it. And they're filling up the waiting room and they're taking up people's times when really if you're not that sick, you should just like stay home and like stay, quarantined until you feel better. So that was just kind of like a crazy thing I heard about somebody that I actually know, and their experience in the hospital right now is it's just crowded with people who just want to get tested because they're scared because they think they have it. And but we can just relax and just follow the guidelines, stay inside as much as you possibly can. And all that.
So that's some of the craziest stuff. And you guys, that was the last question that we're going to answer here. I'll answer some of the questions that maybe weren't. I'll make sure we go through everything and then provide the answers in the comments. But I want to, I just want to thank you guys for joining us. And I want to challenge you guys. Well, not challenge you. I want to push you to say what's up to your leaders. Shoot your leaders a text. Text them, pull out your phones right after this, say, I'm alive. And let them, if you haven't been in touch with them, let them know you're alive. Let them know how you're doing. We want to hear from you as leaders. And like, we want to reach out to you too. But let's hear from you if we haven't heard from you yet. And then other than that, you guys, we are in our second week of this new series called Close Quarters, which I'm about to point you to the video. And so I want you to go watch that. This week is all about selfishness and how we put our selfishness to death, especially being in close quarters where we kind of see a lot of our selfishness, and you'll see that in the teaching video. So get your Bibles, Colossians 3, and now we're gonna peace. We're gonna say deuces. You guys, we miss you so much. Stay tuned for some more content coming on the Instagram page. We're working on just a fun quarantine creations video coming your way this week. And so you guys, that's all we have. Instagram people, I want you to go to the bio and click on the link like we've been doing the past few weeks.
YouTube link.
Click on the YouTube link. And YouTube people, go to our page and click on the video. And so it's going to be Student Ministry 329. It's about 10 minutes. Make sure you watch the whole thing. Deuces, my people.
Bye, guys.
Adios. We're going to miss you guys. Until next time.
Until next week.
Stay tuned. Deuces.
Go to the YouTube video.
All right, get out of here.
Everybody wants to chill.
Get out of here.
This is like the part where everybody's in the lobby and we're like, go, time to go into the worship center.
See you, Eli. See you, Sam. Crying noises.
Bye,
Agreed.
guys. Go watch the YouTube video. The message.
See ya, Gia. See ya. See ya, Gia. See ya, JD. See ya, Chris. Instagram. You guys are barely leaving. Or you don't say bye.
I think we gotta just
end it. One of those. Should we just end it? All right.
I think we gotta.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
All right, guys.
Deuces.
Bye-bye. Talk to you soon. And now in YouTube, I can't see the button.